Alright, how is everyone doing today? Well, today I am going to show you how to create a mining rig with just under 3K, right? Just under 3K, which is rare. I know there hasn't been a lot of videos out here because when I started, I wish I had a video like this to actually break down the proper tools that you would need. I winded up buying sometimes the wrong things and just, money down the drain. But back then I didn't care about it. I just wanted to, get started in the hobby. But today I will be breaking down every single thing that you need to create a mining rig so that way you could make passive income. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about what you need. Before that, please, if you're watching this video, you like it, smash that like button, and also subscribe because I will be making more new content later on. So now let's get right to it. The first thing you need obviously is a motherboard. I know a lot of people, they're like, well, how do I get started? How do I be able to get passive income? Because I know most of y'all only hear about the GPUs, which is graphics cards, and obviously there's a shortage in graphics cards, so it's very hard to get. But is more important things like the motherboard. You need a motherboard. I winded up having a motherboard that was just sitting in the closet. It was in a computer. I took it out and I was just like, let me experiment, see if it works with it. And sure enough, it worked with it. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need for that motherboard, which is way cheaper than buying a brand new motherboard or buying a brand new CPU and all that. Like if you buy all that stuff brand new, you're gonna spend so much money. And this is why I made this video, so that way you could be able to budget yourself to where you're spending not that much. You're not spending $7,000. You're not spending $10,000. Okay, you're spending under $3,000. So you need a motherboard. After the motherboard, you need a CPU. After the CPU, you're gonna need obviously RAM. And after the RAM, you're gonna need a PSU, which is the power supply. For this particular rig build, we're gonna use I'm gonna have a 850 watt power supply. For 5 cards, you don't need that much, but here's the trick. So I've put that price in so that way if you want to get exactly what I'm showing you, you could buy that and you could actually grow, meaning you could buy more graphics cards later on down the road. You're gonna need graphics cards, GPUs. After the GPUs, you're gonna need risers, and after the risers, of course, you need splitters, PCI-E splitters. Okay, that means there's going to be, most likely the ones that I'm going to show you is it's going directly into the graphics card, to the riser, and then you put it to the power supply. It's it's a simple build, so it's not that complicated. And last but not least, of course, you need a frame. Where are you going to put all this stuff at, right? And I see a lot of videos on here. I only seen one, which was I believe Brandon Coin. So if you ever want to see other videos of people that are mining, I really look at Brandon Coin. So type him in the YouTube search and you're gonna see so much things come out for Brandon Coin. But yeah, I got this idea from him and I actually did it. And at the time they were only going for like $13, so I got lucky with buying it. But you need a frame, which I use a wooden frame, and it's actually a shoe rack when I turned it into a mining rig. So you're gonna need that, and this is how you are able to save so much money. All right, so we're gonna get right into it right now. All right, So here, as you can see, we have the mining rack. So the mining rack right now, unfortunately this is the last one, so if you see this video and you're planning on creating a mining rig, well, you know, you better jump on it, because after this one I believe they go to like $42 or something like that. So, you know, $22, you know, they boosted up a little bit, but it's not that crazy. This is your mining rack, so it's $22 that you're gonna need for your mining rack, right? Then this is the PCIe splitters. Okay, all this stuff I actually got on eBay, as you can see. So you can see the total cost right here, with the shipping and everything. So that's the cost just for the accessories, not including the GPUs. I'm gonna get to the GPUs in the last of the video. So you're gonna need your splitters, right? And you're gonna need 5 splitters, of course, because you're gonna have 5 graphics cards. Okay, so 5 splitters, so that way it could go one into the graphics card and the other one goes into the GPU, and that's gonna cost you $34.90, right? Then you're gonna need risers, GPU risers. Okay, I picked a 6-piece because they don't really got 5-piece, but even so, you always want to have an extra one just in case one doesn't work, or even so you have a backup one, so if one does fail later on down the road, at least you have one, so you could, you know, switch it out right away. So for a 6-piece riser, it is $41.99. Okay, then the next thing is we're gonna use a power supply of 850, like I told you, and you always want to make sure that it's 80 plus gold. Do not go under gold. So 80 plus gold, and this power supply is only running 99.99, basically $100 for that power supply, which is not bad. You can go lower if you want to just use 5 graphics cards. 5 graphics cards is only going to run about, like, you know, 500 watts. So you could probably get away with like a 650. But the reason why I went with an 850 is with the motherboard that we're using, it actually is compatible with the PCIe adapter, which allows you to add another 3 graphics cards, okay, because it's including the one that you already have. So 3 extra graphics cards, which means this mining rig could hold up to 8 graphics cards. All right, then you're gonna need your RAM, of course. You're gonna need at least 4 gigabytes for Linux. You're gonna need 8 gigabytes if you want to run Windows. I prefer running Linux because Windows has a big issue where they always doing updates, and that actually crashes your rig. So if you go with Linux, all you need is 4 gigabytes for that. But for this, you know, it shows 8 gigabytes, which is not a problem to have extra. It's $18.99. Next, you're gonna need your CPU. So your CPU is an Intel Pentium, and like I said, as you can see here, like they're very cheap, you know. Yes, they are used, but you're using it for a mining rig. You're not using it to work on it. You're not using it to, you know, surf the web or none of that. So, you know, why not save a couple of bucks for, you know, your rig, so that way you don't have to spend so much? Because if you look at a Pentium now, or even the CPUs that's running now, they're over $100, $120, $150. You know, they're insane prices. And then last but not least, you have your motherboard. And this is the motherboard that I use, and you know, I was lucky enough to find out that it has all these, let me see if I could click it so that way I could actually show you. So right here, this is what you need. This is the most important thing right here. As you can see, these are called PCIe Express lanes. Okay, you do not buy a motherboard with just these. These are just PCI lanes. You do not want that. You cannot use that. You need PCIe um, yeah, PCIe lane or PCIe Express lane. Okay, the small ones is the Express, the large ones are the PCIe. So as you can see, you could add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 graphics cards in this. And if you get the PCIe adapter, you could connect it to one of these lanes, and you will have an extra 3 cards, including the one that you already had connected. So that gives you a total of 8 graphics cards that you could use on this board that, guess what, it's only cost $100. Brand new boards now are running so high, $170, $200, $250. Why you want to spend that much? All you're doing is using this motherboard to mine Ethereum, Ravencoin, Bitcoin, whatever coin you want. But as long as the motherboard is able to have these PCIe lanes, it's gonna get the job done. So, like I said, as you can see, $100 for that. Always make sure that it has these PCIe lanes. I've been using this for about 6 months now, and it has not given me no issues. And mind you, I literally, it's an original motherboard. I had that motherboard since like 2009, and as you can see, the price now is $100. That's insane. You know, that shouldn't cost that much for a 2009 motherboard, but people know that people are looking for motherboards to mine. So obviously they boosting up the prices because they want to make some type of profit off of these motherboards. But like I said, it's still a save as compared to buying everything brand new. Now, the last thing is your graphics cards. I didn't add it to the cart because you could get your graphics cards for different prices on eBay. You could look for them on eBay, you could look for them on Facebook Market, you know, you could look for them, you probably get lucky and find them in stores. So, you know, I did an average of $500 each graphics card. $500 each graphics cards brings a total to 2,500. Okay, now you're probably like, whoa, that's a lot. Graphics cards are expensive now, you know. So if you want to mine, if you want to make passive income, you do have to put up the investment. So like I said, you see here, you know, 491, you can get that graphics card. And another thing, you want to get, try to get at least the EVGA graphics cards. Why? They give the most hash rate. They give about, you know, 31.80, and the hash rate is the most important thing because that is your profit. Okay, they have other gigabytes ones which would probably only get like 30, you know, around there. But the EVGA Nvidia 1660 Supers are pushing about 31.80 to 32 hash rate. So that's why, like, it's a very important. As you can see in my thumbnail, I show you EVGA box and the graphics card, so that way you can know what you're looking for. They all are created differently. So as you can see, the MSI, you see it's differently. You see the Tough, Asus Tough is created differently. So look out for these type of graphics cards. Those are the ones that's going to give you the most profit. But if you can't, let's just say, then, you know, you go with what you can find. So as you can see, you know, you have this graphics card for 35. So, you know, you're gonna find these cards that you could probably get for even cheaper. So it will even come out less than what actually I am predicting. But that's all on what you find. So that's the whole reason why. But you're gonna need 5 of them, okay? So when you buy 5, that's when you are all set. Now, the total amount, obviously I seen what I have in the cart, which is everything you need besides the graphics card. So it's 2,500 for 5 graphics cards, let's just say, right? So what does that bring you to? That brings you to $2,827.73. right under $3,000. Okay, and if you find those graphics cards for even cheaper, obviously the price is going to be less. So the whole reason why you want to make sure that you are paying the lowest possible that you can is for this reason. So, and I will leave these links below. Here is What's in Mind, which is a website that shows you your hash rates, the wattage, and what you can profit. So once you overclock your GPUs, you could boost them up a little bit. So I'm just gonna put it original first. I know these could go about 150 or more, but I'm just gonna go with this, right? So it shows I put 5 graphics cards, 1660 supers. Originally it shows 146, right? But I know you could get those up to like 150 or more, 150 or plus. So, but we're gonna just go with 150, right? And 5 graphics cards is only taking about 450 watts. This is why I said you don't really need a 850, but if you're gonna want to get that PCIe adapter to add 3 more cards, you're gonna need a bigger power supply, which is a 850 recommended. So now you have that, right? So we're gonna click calculate. Well, let's change that. So we click calculate, and here you're gonna see, what you can make. And as you can see right now, Ethereum, with those 5 graphics cards, you are making $11.28 a day. Okay, a day. So, obviously it's profit to be made. Now let's just say, if you do pay light bill, then you're making $10.20 a day. So even if you're paying light bill, you still coming out with profit daily, right? But we're gonna show you even something more better. So I click Ethereum, and it takes me to this page to where you can actually punch in your hardware. So you punch in your hardware, right? I said 2827.73 is what I spent, right, for my hardware. So we put calculate, and now as it shows here what you make hourly, what you make a day. As you can see, 1106 after light bill. Your light bill will be $1.08. You profit $9.98, right? It shows you, it breaks down everything for you right here. A month, a week, you're making $69.83. Making $69.83 basically doing nothing. Once you got it set up, it does everything on its own. You leave it, you don't gotta pay attention to it, you don't gotta monitor it, none of that. A month you are bringing in, and this is at the current prices. So if this rises, obviously your profit is going to be higher. You could be looking at almost $500 a month with these graphics cards. So a month right now is bringing in $299.28. Okay, now over here is what I like to see, because over here you will see the block reward, and which you have to pay attention to that. You get 2 Ethereum per block, right? So obviously that's the profit. And then it shows you your break even. So this shows you when you will break even, meaning when you will fully pay for that investment. And to fully pay that investment is going to take 283 days approximately. Okay, now I feel if you was to get into mining right now, you'll probably bring that down, because it's gonna go up. So depending how you take out your profits, you could probably look at cutting that down to like 250 days to break even. And even let's say you break even at 250 days, you have the rest of till those cards die out to profit. So let's just say, you know, once it pays itself off, that means you are bringing in closely $300 each month for doing nothing. That could pay a bill. That could pay a light bill. That could pay your whole light bill. That could pay your water bill. That could pay your cable bill. That could pay, you know, your phone bill. It could pay multiple bills. So, you know, and it'll keep money in your pocket. So there's definitely money to be made when you are doing mining, you know, especially like I said, if you mine under 3K, that is the sweet spot. You want to try to invest as little as possible to make as much as possible. Okay, not to say you gotta go bootleg. You don't gotta go bootleg, but like I said, I just showed you everything that you need, and just looking for those type of things, you will be under 3K, and obviously you will get your investment back and some. Okay, so I hope I did break this video down. Um, please smash that like button if I did get some type of knowledge with mining, and obviously if you are interested in mining, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, because it's my hobby. I love it. Every time I get a new card, I will be making a new video. All right, so I hope y'all enjoy this. I hope y'all gain some knowledge, and I catch y'all in the next one. Peace.